What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I just bought this lumbar support and got it on Amazon. It's the Go Lumbar Support. Fits all types of office chairs, and that's really what I was looking for. I also have kind of one of those standard old school office chairs, and the lumbar support on that is non-existent, and it's so old school. It's like one of those old office chairs that doesn't have any adjustments, you know, that's almost like a computer console chair. And so I'm always finding myself in these weird positions and thought, you know, I could bring in a pillow or something, but that looks a little janky. Looks like there's a pretty thick wire bar all the way around the edge here, and then you have the kind of this nylon and this nylon mesh, which looks like, you know, sport jersey material, so that should be pretty strong. You have an elastic band here on the back, so that would go around the back and hold it in, and then you have the ability to adjust that and tighten it up. I will say right in the middle we have some additional material. There's a whole separate piece that is, you know, sewn onto this, and you have like this plastic blister material here, and so that should give you a nice little massaging feel. I feel like this is kind of like those little wooden bead seat covers that taxi drivers used to use. If you remember taxis, if you're too young because you only know Ubers, then you won't get that. The logo sewn in right there. So I thought we would go ahead and attach this to my chair and see how it feels, but I'm kind of excited about this. I think this is going to help a lot. So I just slipped it on this office chair. It's a little more traditional, and as you can see, it almost looks like it's a part of the chair, which is kind of nice. And the other thing I will say, as you sit down on it, man, it feels great. You know, it gives a little support, and then because of that wire frame, it bends a little and gives a little, like kind of like maybe a trampoline or something. And so it just always gives you the right amount of, you know, flexibility. So if you're a big guy and you really crush it in, it's going to give. It doesn't feel like it's kind of creating a hot spot. Or if you're a skinny person and you don't have as much weight on you, you know, it's gonna keep more of its shape. So I really like this thing. I mean, I just think it's the right thing for a lot of people, and you know, especially if you're sitting a lot, if you don't have the luxury of a standing desk to kind of get your posture right, or you can't bring in one of those workout balls to sit on, something like that. For the 99% of us that have to kind of use office furniture that is provided, you know, this is a great way to add a little customization for cheap. Check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description. Peter Von Panda out.